Here we have some word problems that involved mixed numbers and are also going to involve either multiplication or division. And our first task is really to figure out which operation do we use. Are we going to be multiplying or are we going to be dividing? With word problems, I think it's usually helpful to make a picture, draw a sketch. Even if it doesn't help you make the right decision, it can help just get in the habit of visualizing a problem. So we're going to do that with both of these. Let's read this and see what sense we can make out of it. It says, a construction crew has just finished building a road. The road is 8 kilometers long. Okay, let me draw a road. So there's the road. We know it is 8 kilometers long. Okay. If the crew worked for 3 1/3 days, so that's a little more than 3 days is what it took to build that, how many kilometers of the road did they build each day? Oh, so they must have built some section day 1, some section day 2, some section day 3, and then there was a third of the day that they built another bit of the section. And what this is asking is how much did they build in a day? So how much did they build each day? Well, if we're starting with 8 kilometers, we're going to end up with a smaller answer. That's probably division. If that's the direction we're going, some bigger whole to a smaller part, we're dividing it into parts. So we're going to set up the problem like this. The 8 kilometers, we're going to divide that by the 3 1/3 days. So 8 divided by 3 1/3. Now to do this division, we want to do two things. We want to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction first. So I'm going to multiply here. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, so this is 10/3. And then we're going to write 8 as a fraction as well, so that's 8 over 1. So we have 8 over 1 divided by 10 over 3. And to make this, to do the division, we're actually going to convert it into a multiplication problem by taking the reciprocal of what we're dividing by. So this is 8 over 1 times 3 over 10. So just flipping the fraction upside down. Now I think we're ready to multiply, although I might want to factor out something, and I notice 8 is divisible by 2 and so is 10, so I'm going to go ahead and divide those both by 2. As long as I do it to something on the top and something on the bottom, dividing by the same amount, it all works out. Now I can do the division, or sorry, the multiplication. So 4 times 3 on the top is 12, and 1 times 5. So we have 12/5 that's completed each day. But let's go ahead and turn that back into a mixed number. So how many 5s are there in 12? Well, 2 times 5 is 10, with 2 left over because 12 minus 10 is 2. So 2 2/5 of the road, or kilometers of the road, was completed every day. Let's try another one. So this one says, a farmer's land is separated into sections of size 3 5/6 acre. Suppose there are eight such sections. All right, let's draw that picture. So here's the farmer's land. There's 8 sections, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And each of these is 3 5/6. How many acres of land does the farmer own? So we want to know this whole big total. And each of them is 3 5/6. So it's going to be 8 times 3 5/6. So let's convert this to an improper fraction. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 5 is 23. So this is 8 times 23/6, and we'll write 8 as a fraction as well. Again, I notice there's a divisibility by 2 on the top and the bottom, so we're going to divide by 2 here and divide by 2 here. And then we have on the top 4 times 23. Let's see, 4 times 20 is 80, and 4 times 3 is 12. 80 plus 12 is 92. And on the bottom we have 3. All right, so we want 92 divided by 3, or, well, let's see. In 90, there are 30 3's. So 90 divided by 3 would be 30. And that would leave the 2 left over, so that's just 2/3. So if a farmer has 8 sections that are 3 5/6 acres, what the farmer's got is 30 2/3 acres. And that is a little bit of work with some word problems with mixed numbers.